Hello, gems and gents and all my non-binary delights. It is your lovely, well, lovely-ish host, that's me, for Horror, Whores, and Other Questionable Side Quests. So today, our video, we're gonna try something new and see how it goes. My eyeliner's super uneven. Whatever. This is fine. So we're going to do what I would like to call stream of consciousness, which is basically where I just babble at you all of the really fun and exciting things that happen up here. Because it's a weird place to live. And, well, if I don't get it out, then, like, I'll explode or something weird will happen. So rather than calling a random friend and babbling incoherently at them, I thought I would share it with the internet, which might be a really bad idea. I don't know, because you guys seem to like gimmicks. Like, shower thoughts and, like, stoner thoughts and whatever and blah, blah, blah. Junk drawer extravaganza. I don't know why I'm talking like a Muppet. But I don't want to have a gimmick. Like, this is my gimmick. Just the, like, weird, zany, sparkly madness that happens here. Okay, so, we're gonna try this. I don't know, it might totally kill my channel. But my channel's brand new, so if it dies in infancy, then, like, I'll make another one. I don't know. So, stream of consciousness, weird thoughts that I've had today. First of all, do you guys think koala bears know that they're not bears? Because koala bears are actually marsupials, fun fact, if you didn't know that. And they're kind of hostile. Like, they're cute from a distance, but apparently they're, like, really, really mean. So I have this very weird emotional concern that the reason that koala bears are so angry is because we named them bears and they're not bears. And, like, that would make anybody angry and give them, like, identity questions, and it would be a whole thing. So that was one of my weird thoughts today. I don't know. Weigh in on the comments below. Another crazy thought that I had, and I should preface this one with saying that I'm a huge hypocrite. Okay? Real talk. Because, like, why, like, okay, so where I live, we got snow, all right? And, like, a lot of snow. And I hit a curb because, you know, I'm not a good driver. And I can acknowledge I am not a good driver. All right? But there are other people who are out driving that are way worse than I am. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I am not a good driver. It is very questionable about, like, whether or not I should be driving. Okay? But anyways, so the other thing, though, like, driving in winter is hard. Stop pretending like it's not. Like, I see all of these posts right now on all these different social media platforms that's like, oh, everybody forgot to drive again and blah, 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 or forgot how to drive again this year and da-da-da-da-da, whatever. And it's like, driving in winter is hard, guys. It is. It's not fun. It's not a good time. See, I don't know if you can hear Milo making weird bird noises, but he agrees with me. Okay? Oh, hi. Do you want to be in this too? Come be in my video. You are cute and fluffy. People will, or not. Okay. Never mind. Okay. That was probably really weird to watch. No. So, okay. So all of these people are posting right now, like, I don't do drugs. I feel like I should say that. All of these people are fucking posting right now, like, oh my goodness, like, everybody's forgotten to drive again. How to drive again this year. And oh my goodness, everybody's a bad driver. And da-da-da-da. Driving in winter sucks. And it's hard. Okay? And on top of that, you go like 6 months without using that skill set, and then you have to go, and all of a sudden you're supposed to be professional at the skill set in this, like, 1,000-pound contraption. I don't actually know how much cars weigh. But, like, no. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody comes back and, like, first snow of the year is like, oh, nailing it. Like, there's, like, trepidation and concern, and you're sliding, and, like, other people are sliding, and some people go too fast, and some people are going too slow, and if you're like me, you don't know if you're going too fast or too slow, so you're just, like, going and hoping for the best. Stop acting like it's easy, okay? I find that really annoying, because it's not. Also, if you're a bad driver, like myself, stop acting like you're a good driver. Because that's also really annoying, okay? Just saying. Moving on. That's a whole frustrating, like, thing that I could talk about for 20 minutes. I could just go the fuck off about people driving. Oh shoot, I'm not supposed to say the fuck word. Wah wah. Okay, so other thoughts, and if you guys have opinions on any of this, like if you think driving in the winter, if you legit think it's easy, I want you to drop something in the comments and tell me why and what sort of witchcraft or virgin sacrifices that you're doing that it is just so easy for you to drive in the winter, okay? Unless you're driving something like an LMNTV or like a friggin' tank or whatever, like some sort of, I don't know, yeah, something, I don't know. Tell me. I want to know. I'm curious. If you really think it's easy, what sort of virgin sacrifices are you doing? Bet I could find a virgin. This is one of my favorite coffee mugs. It's got lipstick all over it. I got it at the zoo, conveniently. The Great Plains Zoo. If I was technically savvy, I'd be able to make that readable for you guys, but I am not. And it's got a really badass, legit rhinoceros on it, and then it says, I am not a trophy. And I dig those vibes, because, like, for one, I'm super anti-hunting animals for sport. Like, I think that's really icky and weird. Like, it's one thing to, like, hunt and eat something. It's another thing to, like, hunt for pleasure or sport or trophies. Like, I'm pretty sure that's one of the categories for, like, ending up as a serial killer, just, you know, is killing animals for pleasure. That's, like, one of, like, 4 things that people look for, so heads up, you're on somebody's list if you're doing that. I find that really gross and icky. Also, I like that it also kind of references, like, women and femininity, and, like, we're not trophies to be won. And I don't know if you guys know this, in this weird stream of consciousness, here we are. Like, I'm a women's and gender studies major. I'm a feminazi. One of my favorite insults for feminists is mutant fembird, just in case you were wondering. That was a big one that was used in, like, the 60s and 70s or whatever, is, like, people would call feminists mutant fembirds. So you could call me that. I'm here for that. I've got those mutant fembird vibes. Anyways, circling back. I lost my train of thought. I don't know what we're circling back to. What happened to me? I was going somewhere really good, too. Oh, yeah, so a lot of times wars are, like, used just to like, want, let's try again, reset. Okay. Sometimes the media and government officials will, like, popularize conflicts and gain support by, like, painting women and children as victims. And then a lot of times women and children are, like, objectified as spoils of warfare and conflict. This is a whole thing. If you don't believe me, there's, like, a metric shit ton of literature on it. I'll hook you up. I will educate you. But I also like how my coffee cup kind of feeds into that. Like, I'm not a trophy. You're not a trophy. We're not something to be won. Okay? Yeah, which also brings me to, like, participation trophies. See? Here we are. If you can't go from P to purple to 3 times the square root of 42, following my streams is going to be really hard. So, brace yourself. Participation trophies, though. What the hell is that? I never got a participation trophy as a kid. I turned out alright. Like, now I'm looking back at my life choices, and it's like, oh my goodness, what if I did get a participation trophy? Would I have self-esteem? Where would I be? Is that the purpose of participation awards? But then I think about it in this sense, is like, since we've started doing this participation trophy thing, now we have a whole lot of people who, like, want to show up to their jobs and just, like, participate, and they're not actually, like, working hard, and then they're like, why don't I make $15 an hour? And it's like, if you want to make $15 an hour just, like, standing there and being pretty, like, you're not gonna do that at somewhere like Walmart or Dollar General or, like, Casey's. Like, you would have to be a model if you want to get paid to just stand there and look pretty. Okay? Now, the flip side of that is there are people who work their asses off in those lines of work, and that can be hard to move up in, ish. I don't know. I have very mixed feelings. But somebody explained to me the whole concept of participation awards. Like, why is that a thing that we do? Like, what is the mentality behind that? How is that helpful? Is it to, like, help build self-esteem? Because I can almost sort of see that. But even if that does help build self-esteem, I think it builds a really, like, fragile self-esteem. Like, it doesn't build, like, a good confidence. And in case you were wondering, I truly do believe confidence is a skill set. It's not a personality trait. Confidence is something that you, like, develop by practicing it, and confronting fears. And, okay, personal philosophy, I don't know why I did that. I'm so strange sometimes. Anyways, I'm in like 10 years from now when this channel is like super big and exciting, people are going to be wandering around doing this, and that's stupid. No, I totally, again, derailed my own train of thought. Who told me YouTube was a good idea? I mean, a lot of people. I still think it's a good idea. This is really interesting. It's a fun little experiment. It doesn't take a ton of my time, and it's actually fueling some of my other creative outlets, and I dig that. It's almost like automatic writing. I don't know if you guys have ever done automatic writing. If you haven't, highly recommend it, okay? Automatic writing thing is basically where you put yourself into a meditative state or trance, or depending on what kind of culture you're framing it linguistically in, it's like theta waves. Theta waves is a certain level of brainwave where, like, you're conscious, but you're not 100% conscious. I call it the mom brain, where you're, like, laying in bed as a parent and you're aware of your kids running around, but you're not 100% awake. You're awake enough that if some shit pops off, you will be up, ready to go and manage the situation within seconds, but you're not fully conscious. That's kind of theta waves. So if you can get yourself into that state, and write as you're meditating, it takes a lot of practice, but you get this really kick-ass flow of, like, intuitive ideas, and they're very exciting. It's ideas about projects related to work, all sorts of really kick-ass stuff. And just babbling incoherently at this camera is kind of the same thing. Obviously, I'm not in a theta brain state. I think it's theta. Gamma? No. Gamma waves is something else. Fuck yeah, science. I don't know all of the right words, but I get the concept, so hopefully that helps. Yeah. So if you can do something like that, though, especially, or if you can put yourself, like, almost to sleep, there's a famous inventor, I can't remember who. I think it was Edison. I don't know. Edison was kind of a douche. Very mixed feelings about him. But I think it was Edison who would meditate while holding metal, like, balls. Not like testicle balls. Get your minds out of the gutter. Like, actual, like, balls. And he would sit in his chair. And when he hit sleep, the balls would drop on the ground. It would wake him up, and you would write down whatever the first idea was that came into his mind. And that's part of the reason why he was such a prolific inventor. I mean, the other reason was because he was kind of a shady twat waffle. Weird history. So you can do similar shit for yourself. Whether it be, like, you want to be a badass makeup artist. I've been low-key obsessed with, like, the show Glow Up on Netflix. It's a British makeup show. I love British shows. They make me really happy, and I find competitive British shows so much more interesting and soothing than American competition-based shows. Like, so, like, there's Skin Wars, which is kind of an American-based show, and then there's Glow Up, which is, like, a British-based show, and they're very similar. One's makeup, one's skin painting. Skin painting is, like, really badass and mind-blowing. I love the illusion stuff. But, like, American competition shows, like, they're really intense, and people are mean, and they're scary. And, like, British shows, like, people cry when other people leave, and they apologize, and they're just so nice and polite. Maybe it's fake, maybe it's a cultural difference, I don't know, but I find it way less stressful. God, wow, we've gotten to a weird place here. See, this is why I encourage this. You just sit and babble, and it feeds your creative processes. So whether it's you're trying to do makeup or write a book or choreography for dance or, you know, YouTube, or you just want to, like, something out, your day job is, like, really inefficient and not working well, I actually used this kind of theta level meditation to rewrite an inventory system for my old job back in the day when I had a boss. Super effective for kind of cutting through the bullshit, because a lot of times our conscious mind, even our subconscious mind, like, it talks a lot of trash. Like, you'll have this idea, and then either your conscious mind or your subconscious mind will, like, kick in and start shit-talking to you. I'm like, oh, that's a stupid idea. Oh, no, somebody's already probably thought of it. Oh, nobody should do that. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, when you hit that, like, theta, like, wave state, where you're kind of in this in-between conscious and sleep, those voices, especially if you're using something that's going to kick you out of the theta state, it kind of acts as an interrupter, and it stops you from talking head trash. The way I like to explain it to girls on my team is, like, you have this pinwheel, those, like, pretty sparkly things. I fucking love them. They're so cute. That spin, you get them at, like, 4th of July and stuff like that, and they spin in the wind, and they're pretty, and they're sparkly, and it makes everybody happy in their souls. Sometimes our brains do that. And sometimes that spinning is, like, super out of control, and you're in danger of blowing away. So sometimes you just have to reach in and grab the pinwheel and act as an interrupter for whatever head trash thought processes, if that makes sense. So when you can interrupt, though, you can also stop your head trash from talking shit about your inspiring ideas. My eyeliner is so uneven. See? Head trash moment. And now we're grabbing the pinwheel, and we're gonna move the fuck on with our lives. Damn it, I said fuck again. Whatever. So annoyed with myself. Other random streams of consciousness, because apparently my videos need to be like 20 to 30 minutes long. Oh god, you have to sit and listen to me talk for 30 minutes. Pop me on over the Bluetooth as you're driving in the car, okay? It's sort of entertaining and kind of like just makes you feel better about your life, because, you know, there's somebody who has their shit together way less than you, and it's me. So yeah, 20 to 30 minutes in order to, like, boost algorithms and whatever. I don't know. I'm trying this YouTube thing out because it was recommended, like, and I toyed around with the idea. Haha, toyed, because I sell sex toys for a living. That's funny. So, just sitting here laughing at my own jokes. Yeah, other weird parts of streams of consciousness, random thoughts that I've had. Oh my goodness, you guys. So, crazy, exciting news in my life. It's so scary, so scary. Okay, so I'm in a long distance relationship, all right? My boyfriend and I have known each other for like 15 years, okay? 10 years, I don't know. Long ass time, because we're kind of old, all right? And we never dated. He asked me out a lot. Like, a lot. Anyways, but now we're actually dating, okay? Like, he trapped me. Like, in a good way. It's alright. It was cool to be, like, trapped and tricked, because I'm, like, so it's like a lot of people can't get on my intellectual level, so to be outfoxed by somebody was actually a really interesting experience. I'm glad it was him, because, yeah, giggity. He is hot. Anyways, so I've gone up there a lot because that's where I'm looking at transitioning some business stuff and doing some other creative outlets and whatever and blah, blah, blah. So I'm moving up to where he is. So I've been up there a lot. Guys, he wants to come down to where I live and, like, stay and experience my life. And that's really concerning because I'm super strange. Yeah. So, like, there's gonna be a whole ass other person, and, like, yes, we're looking at moving in together and whatever. Oh, big steps. But, yeah, he works days, and I do a lot of my, like, work stuff in the evenings, because that's when I'm at my best. I'm a night owl. Yeah, I'm also an early bird. You could be both if your sleep schedule's screwed up enough. But definitely more of a night owl. So we're looking at moving in together, okay, and he wants to come experience my life, and it's like, yeah, you have a day job, so even if when we live together, you're not gonna see me in my weird shining glory, okay? Like, for example, guys, I love food. Food is so good. Okay, I'm all about food. Food makes me happy in my soul. So I made cornbread muffins today, and literally they came out of the oven, and I was like freaking happy dancing. I'm like, oh my god, it smells so good, and I'm so excited. And then like I looked around, and I was like, oh my goodness, what if he was here when that happened? Like, do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm probably overthinking it, but that's fine. The other weird thing that I do is, like, so Tony Robbins talks about, like, how motion creates emotion. So if you're really down in the dumps and whatever, and you're having a shitty day, one of the best things you can do is, like, get your body going. Because your body chemistry, the chemical reactions of emotions, for a lot of, like, polar emotions is similar. Like, the chemical compounds for fear and excitement are exactly the same when it comes to how your body chemically reacts. What's different is here. What's different is here. Difference. So if you're feeling like really down, the difference between like sadness and calm are actually very chemically similar, but again, it's here. So if you can get your body moving, you can kind of change that emotional process. So one of the things that I do is I run through my house like a dinosaur. I also do this really weird thing. I probably should have found a better place to do it, but I put my hands up like this, all like Elle Woods, bend and snap, and I run through my house like this, making Fonzie the bear sounds. Waka, waka, waka. See? It makes you smile. Do it. It's fucking awesome. Ow! He bit me! I didn't realize he was down. I'm so sorry, dude. You should also apologize to me. I totally forgot the cat was down there, so I just, like, low-key kicked him, and he bit me. Like, deservedly so, because he was, like, napping, and I don't know if you've ever, like, been unconscious, and, like, somebody comes up and just, like, steps on you, because that's what just happened to him. So, like, he bit me. That's fine. I deserve that. But it scared me. So anyways, that's a weird thing that I do. Like, waka, waka, waka. See, I love that so much. It's a weird amount of joy, and it's that whole motion creates emotion thing. But now, there's going to be another person to see me do stuff like that. All the time. And I don't know how I feel about that. I'm probably overthinking it, but, like, I am super weird. Like, I'm coming to the realization between the internet and being in this relationship, and I've never really done the, like, all in super intense, highly emotional relationship. I've always been the, like, I like you, but I like you from here kind of thing. Like, so now it's like, yeah, all in. But it's like, dude, I'm so weird. I'm basically a cartoon character. Basically. You know what would be really kick-ass stream of consciousness? Bam. Is if somebody drew me as a cartoon character, but like a nice one, okay? Like, I know I've got a big forehead. I don't need a caricature of that. Vividly aware. I know I have bags under my eyes. Don't need a caricature of that. Or like my weird teeth. Like, I just want to see myself as a cartoon character. It would be really cool to be an animal. Like a red panda. I love red pandas because they're cute and they're chubby and they're little and they're fuzzy. And I'm also a little person. I'm like 4'11". But red pandas stand up like this and they're like 4 foot tall. And they stand stuff like this to make themselves seem bigger when they're trying to be dominant, but there's these cute, chubby little animals, and that's probably me when I get mad. I'm like, ugh. And everybody else is like, oh, sweetie, that's so sweet. So yeah, somebody make me into a red panda. That would be really fun. And I already kind of have that, like, rodent-esque face. Yeah, so we could totally do that. That would be really kick-ass. So, that was Stream of Consciousness. Let me know what you think in the comments. Loved it, hate it, like, drop it in the comments. I'm open to feedback. I'm open to criticism. But no, if you show up just to, like, troll me and be a douche, like, it's not constructive criticism, I'll troll you back. And then things will get really fun and exciting. Haha. So if you dug this, click subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can see whenever I upload stuff. Super fun and exciting. And that is all for today, my lovelies. I will be back again tomorrow. I'm probably actually going to record tomorrow's video as soon as I'm done with this one, because I'm already here and I got my face on. If you're real nice, I might change my shirt so I can pretend like it was done on a different day. Alright, you guys, go make some magic happen today. Have a kick-ass day. Use your theta waves. Tell me if you think koalas are angry that we call them bears. I don't know. Weirdness abounds. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I don't know why I did that, especially because you can't even see my finger guns. Stupid. Okay, bye.